Okay, welcome to Jabberin Jack number 20, and our first song out here is going to be, for your entertainment of course, The Platters from 1959, and their number one chart record called Smoke Gets in Your Eyes.
They ask me how I knew my true love was true. Oh, I falsely blind. Something here inside cannot be denied. Said someday you'll find all who love are blind. Oh, when your heart's on fire, you must realize smoke gets in your eyes. So I chaff them and I gaily laughed to think they could doubt my love. Yet today my love has flown away. I am without my friends deride, tears I cannot hide. So I smile and say, when a lovely flame dies, smoke gets in your eyes. Smoke gets in your eyes. Smoke gets in your eyes.
Well, the other day I was working in my room, and I was doing some paperwork, and one year I was listening to the news on the radio, and they were talking about some transvestite truck driver who had plotted some scheme to kill his mother-in-law or something to get some money to have what you would call the operation. You know what I'm talking about. And anyway, they were talking about picking out a jury for him. And this song struck me right away that I got laying here. So I'm going to put it on for you next. It's called Driving a Truck. And it sort of fits in with the story that I was hearing on the TV. So listen up to this one. Of course, before I play it, I ought to tell you who's singing it. It's Al Yankovic. Yeah, truck driving, or something like that. Yeah.
I'm driving a truck, driving a big old truck, pedal to the metal, hope I don't run out of luck. Rolling down the highway until the break of dawn, driving a truck with my high heels on. My diesel rig is northward bound, it's time to put that hammer down, just watching as the miles go flying by. I'm riding 20 tons of steel, but it's sure hard to hold the wheel while I'm still waiting for my nails to dry. Oh, I always gotta check my lipstick in that rearview mirror, and my pink Angora sweater fits so tight. I'm jamming gears and hauling freight, well I sure hope my seams are straight. Lord, don't let my mascara run tonight, because I'm driving a truck, driving a big old truck. Smoky's on my tail and my accelerator stuck. Got these 18 wheels a-rolling until the break of dawn, driving a truck with my high heels on. I don't mind when my crotchless panties creep right up on me, and my nipple rings don't bother me too much. But when I hit those big speed bumps, my darling little rhinestone pumps keep slipping off the mother-loving clutch. But still I'm driving a truck, driving a big old truck, heading down the interstate just trying to make a buck, wearing feather boas with sequins and chiffon, while I'm driving a truck with my high heels on. I'm driving a truck, driving a truck, got a load to carry and some eyebrows left to pluck, and I'm late for my appointment down at the hair salon. So I'll be driving a truck with my high heels on. My high heels
on. Yeah. Back in 1951, Perez Prado and his orchestra had a #1 chart record called Cherry Pink and Apple Blossom White, and the vocal version was done by Alan Dale. And in 1960, when it was out again, Jerry Murad and the Harmonicats had it out. They had quite a hit with it. Here it is by Earl Bostic. Well, I do believe this next song is from back around 1962, but don't quote me on that. It's Rochelle and the Candles and a little bit of doo-wop with a song called Once Upon a Time.
Once upon a time, there was
Well, you know, we got a lot of great country stars around. More than I can count. Here's a guy named Toby Keith. He's got a good question for you. He wants to know, how do you like me now?
Always a crazy one, broke into the stadium and I wrote your number on the 50-yard line. You were always a perfect one and a valedictorian, so under your number I wrote, call for a good time. I only wanted to get your attention, but you overlooked me somehow. Besides, you had too many boyfriends to mention, and I played my guitar too loud. How do you like me now? How do you like me now? Now that I'm on my way, you still think I'm crazy, standing here today. I couldn't make you love me, but I always dreamed about living in your radio. How do you like me now? When I took off to Tennessee, I heard that you made fun of me. Never imagined I'd make it this far. Then you married into money, girl. Ain't it a cruel and funny world? He took your dreams and he tore them apart. He never comes home and you're always alone, and your kids hear you cry down the hall. Alarm clock starts ringing, who could that be singing? It's me, baby, with your wake-up call. How do you like me now? How do you like me now? Now that I'm on my way, you still think I'm crazy, standing here today. I couldn't make you love me, but I always dreamed about living in your radio. How do you like me now?
And here's Dion and the Belmonts, Lonely Teenager. Just sort of 1971-ish. Yeah.
I wanna go home where I belong, 'cause now I'm just a lonely teenager.
I'm just a lonely teenager.
When I was 16, ran away all alone on the stray. What can I do? What can I say? I'm a lonely teenager. Now I'm 17, still alone, wondering if I should go home or maybe stay out on my own. I'm a lonely teenager. I'd love to go back home where I belong. I know I'll be alright if I just stay out of sight. I wanna go home If I stay out of sight, I wanna go home where I belong. 'Cause now I'm just a lonely teenager. I wanna go back home. Lonely teenager. Please let me go back home. Lonely teenager.
So now I think it's time to liven things up a little bit. And we have some polka music. Yeah, Jimmy Sturr and the medley, which includes Automobile, She's Too Fat, Finger Dance, Old Gray Mare, the Wedding March, the Polish Wedding March, and Night Owl, all wrapped into one. So, here's Jimmy Sturr.
Automobile dziś młodzie, każdy Forda kupuje, jedzie, kręci, startuje. Na wesele ludzie dni, jadą sobie parkami, wszyscy automobilami. Oh, I don't wanna, you can have her, she's too fat for me. Hey, she's too fat for me. Yes, she's too fat for me. Oh, I don't wanna, you can have her, she's too fat for me. Oh, yeah, she got too much fat for me. What she used to be many long years ago. Many long years ago. Many long years ago. The old gray mare, she ain't what she used to be many long years ago.
I have some music here written by Andrew Lloyd Webber. I guess he's the guy who wrote the music for Phantom of the Opera. But to tell you the truth, I don't know the title of the songs. The way this thing is labeled, I don't know who's singing them. So I'm going to guess at the title, and I think it's called That's All I Ask of You. And don't ask me who's singing it, but it's a beautiful song, and I'm going to play it. Here we go.
No more talk of darkness. Forget these wide-eyed fears. I'm here, nothing can harm you. My words will warm and calm you. Let me be your freedom. Let daylight dry your tears. I'm here with you beside you, to guard you and to guide you.
Say of me every waking moment. Turn my head with talk of summertime. Say
you're safe, no one will find you. Your fears are far behind you.
All I want is freedom, a world with no more night, and you always beside me to hold me and to hide me.
Then say you'll share with me one love, one lifetime. Let me lead you from your solitude. Say you want me really beside you. Anywhere you go, let me go too. That's all I ask of you.
Share with me one love, one lifetime. Say the word and I will follow you. Share each day with me, each night, each morning. Say you love me.
No, I do.
Love me, that's all I ask of
Love me, that's all I ask of you.
Well, now that I've added a touch of class to the program, the next record up here is Della Reese. It's an old record called And That Reminds Me.
I hear the sound of music, your favorite kind of music, and that reminds me, dear, of you. I see the summer roses, your favorite shade of roses, and that reminds me too of you, dear. If I could hear no music, if there could be no roses, no summer night to make me dream as I do, perhaps I might forget you, but in my heart I know that I need no reminder to miss you so. I hear the sound of music, your favorite kind of music, and that reminds me, dear, of you. I see the summer roses, your favorite shade of roses, and that reminds me too of you. I could hear no music, if there could be no roses, no summer night to make me dream as I do. Perhaps I might forget you, but in my heart I know that I need no reminder to miss you so.
Well, this next song here is was released in 1963, introduced by Pete Seeger, and then later on in 1966, it was re-released by this group called the Sandpipers, and the name of the song is called Guantanamero.
Soy un hombre sincero, de donde crece la palma. Yo soy un hombre sincero, de donde crece la palma. Antes de morir me quiero echarme tarzos del alma. Guantanamera, cogida Guantanamera, Guantanamera, cogida Guantanamera. Mi verso es de un verde claro y de un jazmín encendido. Mi verso es de un verde claro y de un jazmín encendido. Mi verso es un cielo querido que busca el monte Amparo.
The words mean I am a truthful man from the land of the palm trees. And before dying, I want to share these poems of my soul. My poems are soft green. My poems are also flaming crimson. My poems are like a wounded fawn seeking refuge in the forest. The last verse says, Con los pobres de la tierra. With the poor people of this earth, I want to share my fate. The streams of the mountains please me more than the sea.
Hacemos que el mar.
Guantanamera, cogida Guantanamera, Guantanamera, cogida Guantanamera, Guantanamera, cogida Guantanamera.
Back when I went to grade school, from grade 3 through grade 7, I went to Pine Hill School in up near Buffalo, New York, and one of the girls in my class during that time was a girl named Doreen Durkin. And I thought she was really cute, you know, kind of smart. And after 7th grade, I moved away, and I've never seen her again. And that's been more than 50 years. And every once in a while, I think about her, and something will remind me. And this next song coming up is the name Durkin. She's the only person I ever knew who had the name, whose last name was Durkin. So here's Goodbye, Mrs. Durkin, by the Irish Rovers, of course.
Goodbye, Mrs. Durkin, I'm sick and tired of working. No more I'll dig the praties, no longer I'll be poor. But as sure as my name is Barney, I'm off to California. Instead of digging praties, I'll be digging lumps of gold. In the days that I was courting, I was never tired resorting to the alehouse and the playhouse and the other house besides. But I told my brother Seamus I'll be up now and grow famous, and before that I return again I'll roam the whole world wide. So it's goodbye Mrs. Durkin, I'm sick and tired of working. No more I'll pick the praties, no longer I'll be poor. But as sure as my name is Barney, I'm out to California. Instead of digging praties, I'll be digging lumps of gold.
Well, I've courted girls in Blarney, in Antrim and Killarney, in Dublin and in Kerry, down to the Cove of Cork. But I'm tired of all this pleasure, so now I'll take my leisure, and the next time that you hear from me, I'll write you from New York.
So it's goodbye Mrs. Durkin, I'm sick and tired of working. No more I'll give the praties, no longer I'll be poor. But sure as my name is Barney, I'm off to California. Instead of digging praties, I'll be digging lumps of gold. When I landed in America, I met a man named Burke. He told me if I'd stay a while, he'd surely find me work. But work he didn't find me, so there's nothing here to bind me. I'm bound for San Francisco in California, yeah.
Well, I'm now in San Francisco, and me fortune it is made. Me pockets loaded down with gold, I'll throw away me spade. I'll get back to the right Larry, spend me fortune never caring. I'll marry Queen Victoria, Mrs. Durkin, for her despite.
So it's goodbye Mrs. Durkin, I'm sick and tired of working. No more I'll think the praties, no longer I'll be poor. But sure as my name is Barney, I'm off to California. Instead of digging praties, I'll be digging lumps of gold.
Well, as you know, I play most of these songs at random. The only thing I do each time I pick a song, I just check to make sure I haven't used that version of the song on another program. Here's Lonnie Donegan. Does your chewing gum lose its flavor on the bedpost overnight? Mine used to.
Is a gold tooth a flash in the pan?
Is a gold... Will you play your bass?
Well, no, hang on, listen.
No,
hang on.
Now?
I want to know if I crossed a kangaroo with a turkey, could I stuff it from the outside?
I'll stuff you from the outside. Play the bass!
Now, listen.
Oh, he's back, he's back.
No, well, look, if Tutankhamun got sick, will I call his mummy?
You better call your mummy. You're playing any more of that rubbish. Go on, play it. The convict out on bail said, put me back in jail. Rang the knocker, he must be off his rocker. Then back in his old cell. The reason he did tell, his gum was stuck above his bed when he thought he was well. Does your chewing gum have more uses than it says upon the pack? Can you stretch it out much further than the man up on the rack? Can you lend it to your brother and expect to get it back? Does your chewing gum lose its flavour when your lips refuse to smack. Honeymoon in our hotel room. It was heaven, we slept till 11:30. I found a waiter next to me, he was embarrassed as could be. He said, I've been stuck to your bedpost since your early morning tea. Does your chewing gum lose its flavour on the bedpost all the night? If your mother says don't chew it, do you swallow it in spite? Can you catch it on your tongue, so can you do it left and right? Does your chewing gum lose its flavour?
Well, I guess just by picking songs at random, I've put a little bit of everything on this side of this program. But I just thought about one thing. How about a religious song? And I got one laying here by Ray Price. And this one is especially, to me, it's kind of special because when I heard this the first time, I pictured this cowboy coming upon an African-American small church, a little congregation where they worship and sing together. And this Ray Price, of course, I met him, and he gets there and he asked them if he could sing along with the people and with the chorus in this little black church. And they welcome him to do so. He said, "Hey, man, I reckon I'd like to sing a song in your church." "Hey, man, come on in. You're welcome, bro. Heck, we got room for everybody in here. It's the house of the Lord." So he said, "Well, that's mighty fine. This is a number that we might all know." And somebody in the back hollers, "Hey, I saw the light, man. Hey, I saw the light." And he said, I can live with that." And so here's what they came up with: Ray Price and "I Saw the Light."
I wandered so aimless, life filled with sin. I wouldn't let my dear Savior in. Then Jesus came like a stranger in the night. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I was a fool to wander and stray. Straight is the gate and narrow the way. Now I have traded the wrong for the right. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Just like a blind man, I wandered alone. Worries and fears I claimed for my own. Then like a blind man that God gave back his sight. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light.
Well, the important thing is that we are all God's children. Yes, sir. That's the important thing. Now, this next song here is the Dixie Chicks. It's called There's Your Trouble. Yeah, There's Your Trouble. And it's an extended version. It's a remix. And it should bring us pretty close to the end of this half of the program. So a little lengthy maybe, but enjoyable. So here we go, Dixie Chicks, and There's Your Trouble.
There's your trouble.
start off with side B here with the chairman of the board. Yes, the leader of the Rat Pack, old Blue Eyes himself, the late, great Frank Sinatra, and his 1953 recording of South of the Border. Come on, Frank, bring it on.
South of the border, down Mexico way. That's where I fell in love when the stars above came out to play. And now as I wander, my thoughts ever stray. South of the border, down Mexico way. She was a picture in old Spanish lace, just for a tender while I kissed the smile upon her face, 'cause it was fiesta and we were so gay. South of the border, Mexico way. Then she sighed as she whispered mañana, never dreaming that we were parting. And I lied as I whispered mañana, 'cause our tomorrow never came. South of the border, I jumped back one day. There in a veil of white by the candlelight, she knelt to pray. Mission bells told me that I mustn't stay. South of the border, Mexico way. The mission bells told me, ding dong, that I must not stay south of the border, down Mexico way.
You know, I never used any of Dolly Parton's material on the Jabberin Jack shows. So here's Dolly Parton with Jolene.
Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. Your beauty is beyond compare, with flaming locks of auburn hair, with ivory skin and eyes of emerald green. Your smile is like a breath of spring, your voice is soft like summer rain, and I cannot compete with you, Jolene. He talks about you in his sleep, and there's nothing I can do to keep from crying when he calls your name, Jolene. And I can easily understand how you could easily take my man, but you don't know what he means to me, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. hearts of men, but I could never love again. He's the only one for me, Jolene. I had to have this talk with you. My happiness depends on you and whatever you decide to do, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him even though you can. Jolene,
Yeah, this next group up here is the Four Aces, and they were one of my favorite groups when I was a teenager back in the 50s. But they had a couple, they had some hit records that were bigger than the one that I liked the most. I mean, they had Love Is a Many Splendored Thing, Tell Me Why, but my favorite one by them was Garden in the Rain. I don't know, there's just something about this song that really gets to me. Here it is.
Was just a garden in the rain, close to a little leafy lane.
A touch of color neath skies of gray.
The raindrops kiss the flower beds, the blossoms raise their thirsty heads.
A perfume, thank you, they seem to say. Surely here was charm beyond compare to view. Maybe it was just that I was there with you. 'Twas just a garden in the rain, but then the sun came out again and sent us happily on our way.
Surely here was charm beyond compare to you.
Maybe it was just that I was there with you.
'Twas just a garden in the rain, but then the sun came out again
and sent us happily on our way.
Well, you music lovers, some of you maybe a little bit younger people, you've heard of Fleetwood Mac and all the wonderful songs that they've made. And I was going through some of the things that they had made, and I come across one that was kind of weird, and I played it, and I found out that this song is one that you can really have some fun with if you like to dance, if you're out on the dance floor. It's called Tusk, and that's all. And it sounded a little weird the first time I heard it, but the more I listen to it, the more I like it. So let's give it a rip.
Why don't you ask
kind of interesting. And we're going to move right along here now with a group, a really great group, called Highway 101. And on the countryside, you know what I mean? The bed you made for me.
Darling, were you listening when I called you late last night? Or did the sleep get in your eyes? Did it blind me from your sight? Or was she lying with you? Was it hard for you to speak? And did you tell her she was sleeping in the bed you made for me? And did you tell her she was sleeping in the bed you made for me? Did she like my satin sheets? And did you sing her to sleep? And my pillow that she slept on, did it bring her sweet dreams? Did you tell her she was sleeping in the bed you made for me? The pillow that you made for me, it was soft with feather down. And the headboard, it came from an old house that was bound to be torn down. And the songs you always sang to me, oh, as I fall asleep, did they sound the same to her in the bed you made for me? And did you tell her she was sleeping in the bed you made for me? Did she like my satin sheets? And did you sing her to sleep? And my pillow that she slept on, did it bring her sweet dreams? Did you tell her she was sleeping in the bed you made for me? Now you can take my old pillow and throw it out the door. You can buy another bed, you can find another headboard. 'Cause I ain't gonna lie beneath my satin sheets you tore. The bed you made for me, it isn't mine anymore. And did you tell her she was sleeping in the bed you made for me? Did she like my satin sheets? And did you sing her to sleep? And my pillow that she slept on, did it bring her sweet dreams? Did you tell her she was sleeping in the bed you made for me? Did you tell her she was sleeping in the bed you made for me?
Well, that's one great sounding group. I really like them. And here comes Lower Richard. Yeah, just keep a knocking, but you can't come in.
Keep a knocking, but you can't come in. Keep a knocking, but you can't come in. Keep a knocking, but you can't come in. Come back tomorrow night and try it again. You said you love me and you can't come in. You said you love me and you can't come in. Woo! You said you love me and you can't come in. Come back tomorrow night and try it again. Woo! Keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Come back tomorrow night and try it again. You said you love me and you can't come in. knocking, but you can't come in. Keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Come back tomorrow night and try it again. You said you love me and you can't come in. You said you love me and you can't come in. You said you love me and you can't come in. Come back tomorrow night and try it again.
Well, you keep on knocking, you wear out your knuckles. Anyway, next up we got Dean Martin, the late, great Dean Martin. And, all talk about him, that he was drank too much and this and that and the other thing. But one thing you never heard anybody say that he wasn't really talented, right up to the very end of his life. Back in 1955, he had a #1 chart record that I really was always crazy about. It's called Memories Are Made of This.
Sweet, sweet memories you gave me. You can't beat the memories you gave me.
Take one fresh and tender kiss.
The memories you gave me.
Add one stolen night of bliss.
You can't beat the memories you gave me.
One girl, one boy, some grief, some joy. Memories are made of this.
The memories you gave me.
Don't forget a small moonbeam.
You can't beat the memories you gave me.
Fold in lightly with a dream.
The memories you gave me.
Your lips and mine, two sips of wine. Memories are made of this.
The memories you gave me.
Then add the wedding bells, the one house where lovers dwell. 3 little kids for the flavor. Stir carefully through the days. See how the flavor stays. These are the dreams you will savor with his blessings from above.
You can't beat the memories you gave me.
Serve it generously with love.
You can't beat the memories you gave me.
One man, one wife, one love through life. Memories are made of this.
You can't beat the memories you gave me.
Memories are made of this.
Well, that man has made some fantastic records. I'm going to tell you, you should see the collection I got. Anyway, in 1979, a group called Kansas made a hit record of theirs called People of the South Wind. Now, this is more or less like the modern rock sort of thing, and I know that there's some people out there who don't care for modern rock, but there's a lot of people who do. So, anyway, here it is.
There are some who can still remember
Well, now we can all calm down again. I have a recording here by Colorado, and the song is Just the Way You Are. And it was written in 1978, and it was a NARAS award-winning song. It was written and performed by Billy Joel. And I have it here by Colorado, and I want to play it for you because I think this is a more beautiful recording of it. And I'm going to play it just for you because, you know, you're worth it. Yes, I love you just the way you are. Don't ever change. Now, we've covered just about everything I could think of, but how about a little folk music here? How about, let's see, Peter, Paul, and Mary, and Blowing in the Wind. Oh, and oh yeah, this song is another NARAS award winner from back in 1963. Yeah, forgot to tell you that.
How many roads must a man walk down before they call him a man? How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? How many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many years must a mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? How many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? How many times can a man turn his head and pretend that he just doesn't see? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many times must a man look up before he can see the sky? How many ears must one man have before he can hear people cry? How many deaths will it take till he knows that too many people have died? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind.
Well, I thought we touched on every kind of music, but while this song was playing, I remembered I haven't played no bluegrass here. And I'm looking at the song here, and it reminds me of all the great banjo pickers of the past and even of the present. And my favorite always was Roy Clark from the Hee Haw Show, he could play several instruments, but the guitar and the banjo were two. And then there's other ones around, but when they took a consensus of all the banjo players, professional people in the music business, they all generally agreed that the greatest that ever was, and probably ever will be, was a guy named Raymond Fairchild. He's the king of the Smoky Mountain banjo players. I want to mumble all my words here. And anyway, I got a song here by him called Whoa Mule. And you see just how good this guy really is. I think he's fabulous. I would never argue that he wasn't the best, I'll tell you that. smooth, Sammy Cooke back in 1962 with a song that he wrote the words and music to himself and recorded called Bring It On Home to Me.
If you ever change your mind about leaving me behind, oh, bring it to me. Bring your sweet loving. Bring it on home to me. Yeah, 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 yeah. I know I laughed when you left, but now I know I only hurt myself. Hey, bring it to me. Bring your sweet loving. Bring it on home to me. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'll give you jewelry and money too. That ain't all I'll do for you. Baby, if you bring it to me, bring your sweet loving, bring it all home to me. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know I'll always be your slave till I'm buried in my grave. Oh, honey, bring it to me. Bring your sweet loving. Bring it on home to me. Yeah, 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 yeah. One more thing, I tried to treat you right, but you stayed out till night. But I'll forgive you. Bring it to me. Bring your sweet loving. Bring it on home to me. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Well, I gotta tell you honestly that this next song, when I hear it by the very, very talented Edie Gourmet, it's called By the Time I Get to Phoenix. And this song can, it can choke me up a little bit because it's sad. But her talent is so good and the song is so beautiful that I have to include it in this program. I know I gotta get in before I get to the end here. I'm not too far away. So, for those of you who are romantics, this is the song you want to hear.
By the time I get to Phoenix, he'll be rising. He'll find the note I left hanging on his door, and he'll laugh when he reads the part that says I'm leaving. 'Cause I've left that man so many times before. By the time I make Albuquerque, he'll be working
probably stop at lunch and give me a call, but he'll just hear that phone keep on ringing off the wall. That's all. By the time I make Oklahoma, he'll be sleeping. He'll turn softly and call my name. And he'll cry just to think I'd really leave him. Though time and time and time I've tried to tell him so. Oh no, he just didn't know. I would really go. And he'll cry just to think I'd really leave him. Though time and time I've tried to tell him so. He just didn't know. I would really go.
Well, I don't know if it's the song or the way that she sings it that tears me up. Perhaps it's both. I don't know. Well, I'll say goodbye, and that's it until we see you next time. Okay, have a good one, everybody, and God bless all.